Hello, hello, welcome. You are watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. Woo! Got a little flag. Woo! America, America for everybody. America for everybody. Together we do better and working together in America for everybody because they take all of our tax money and so therefore we have a say in what is going on. Yes, because I have some people that be like, well, why don't you just, work outside of the system instead of working in the system? I'm like, for what? That's our money. That's what we have to, again, I call it the brainwashing of America, brainwashing society, a societal brainwashing. Some people call it dumbing down the society and have all kind of other names and theories that they call it. But that's your money. This government is ran by our money. Voting, the whole voting procedure, that is our money. You all, we got to get out of this theory of, asking and begging, can you please, no, that's our money. This is what we want. That's what this is what we want. This is what we want done with our money. This is what we want, Again, you can say to yourself, well, I'm just saying, and I said respectful because I know I get talking so fast that the words don't go all the way get out. I get excited about this, because people, work outside. Why would I work outside of the political system? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some are called to work outside the political system, But here's my thing. Why would, again, our money goes into funding these elections, funding this political process. So we have a right to this. Don't let nobody make you feel like you an outsider. You are not an outsider. As long as you have to pay tax fees for this, for that, and this and that, you are not an outsider. And that's why we have a lot to say about how that tax money gets spent. Why are there so many homeless people? It shouldn't be that many. No, it shouldn't be no homeless people in America. There's too much money out there. But you know what? It depends on who's sitting in the seat, who's president of the United States of America, that's going to determine the priorities of our country. And the priority of making sure everybody has a home has not totally been the key priority for a lot of other presidents. Now, Obama, somewhat getting there, but again, we shouldn't have any homeless. The homeless people paying taxes. In some way or form, you're paying taxes. Don't let the people try to belittle you. And, because you always have people trying to, I guess, really, you have to watch the wording because it's almost like they're trying to put you in your place, or what they call your place, like, oh, how dare you speak, you poor. Oh, how dare you speak, you homeless. Oh, don't fall for that trick because everybody is paying taxes in some form or way. There's a tax about everything. There's a tax when you go pay for this. There's a tax when you go pay for that. So when you don't have a job, it's still some taxes. You paying somewhere in the midst. You've seen a tax on the power, the electric bill. I'm like, I had a certain budget of how much my bill was each month, and they didn't add the tax as increased my. I'm sitting up here like. I got to make it to these meetings because when and that's why I say get out and make it to the meetings. It's not about I'm feeling. Well, hey, it's up to you. And again, everybody got to do what they called to do. I know this is what I'm called to do. I'm called to help people. I'm called to speak up for the poor and the needy. I'm called to stand up for rights. That's my calling. That's my calling. So Lord knows I'm walking in my calling, playing my position. But yes. Yeah, so don't fall for that trick. You ain't got to work outside of the government. Work within it. And demand change. Because that's your money too. That's what I'm saying. Don't let them make you feel like an outsider. Because when you go there this money, look at you like you're crazy. And excuse me, that's my money. Matter of fact, we paying you. You got to go with some assertiveness. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. Yeah, you respect people. Don't get me wrong. You respect me, stuff like that. But I'm just saying. Keep going there begging folks. This is stuff that they already should be doing. But again, if nobody's at the meeting speaking up, if nobody's running for office, it's about making some real change. Not playing the political game, but making some real change. America, America. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so big issue. And I've mentioned this before. And white people, I love you all. Hey, a lot of you all support me and I appreciate that. But you all know what? We are still down to them trying to give us the choice of which white president we want. And I'm just like, we've had white presidents. Okay. Obama, where he at, is the first of color. At least that they want to acknowledge. Because again, yes, I know my history. And you know, there was a black president. I know that too. There was some black people and black presidents before, and all kind of other leadership before that. For whatever reason, they don't put that in our history books or not acknowledge that. But again, the ones that they do acknowledge pretty much have been all white and male. Interesting. And then we have Obama right here, which thank God they put him on the ruler. Because I know I was looking at one book and they didn't even have him. It was a book about presidents and it was named all the presidents. And I'm like, did they make the book before him? But then I looked at the copyright date and it wasn't before. I was like, why they don't have Obama in the book? But anyway, so I'm just saying that with our society being so diverse as it is now, and minority, the majority, it's just amazing that all this ethnicity, diversity that we have, and many races, that we are still picking between which white person we want. And people say, well, Bernie is a Jew. Well, yeah, but still considered white. They still classify as white. Most Jews still classify as white. You know, it's still white. And so, and don't get me wrong, I like Bernie because, like I said, as I'm doing paperwork, I had to pick a vice president, so I picked Bernie. That's like, okay, because who else is not afraid to stand up, speak out, you know, about the injustice and not afraid? You know, some people say certain things in a closet, or when it's me and you, is they trying to tear you off, you know, this and that. And then, you know, and that's another thing I've learned again. Y'all remember this show is about also talking about the issues that's going on right now today. So let me also date this show. So today is Thursday. And it is June 2nd, 2016. So today is Thursday, June 2nd, 2016. I like to date my shows because depending on when you're watching my shows, that was my viewpoint at that time with the knowledge that I knew at that time in season. Because remember, I've been running for president for 2 years. And a lot of times on my Facebook and Twitter, I will run back and play, you know, past videos, you know, from 2014 all the way up to today, you know, so I always pay attention to the date, you know, because some people say, oh, I thought you said, well, that's why I dated, because that is what I said on that date. But then I learned some more information and I realized some things and I was like, this is what I felt on this date, okay? So, you know, to say, you know, as you grow, the more you know, the better you do, you know, so there it goes. But, so yeah, so I picked Bernie as my vice president because, you know, a lot of people, they'll talk all this stuff, you know, but my point was, I was going to say too, is that, okay, so I've been running for president and, you know, you run up against these people that, well, this and that and that and this. So I act like they telling you off. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you don't know everything and I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. And I know you're not going to disrespect me because of your minute mindset of that you can't comprehend that I know that I can run this country and I know that I will make a good president, President Michelle Hope Walker. Yes, you know, because, you know, so through running for president, I have had to be very cautious and really have had to watch myself, even just in safety and security. So FYI, if I come up missing, as y'all know, folks do kidnap. Y'all know we've talked about kidnappings and things folks do. Y'all see in Flint, Michigan, when the person is really pushing the issue, all of a sudden end up dead. Something happened to me. I want y'all to check out the government. Y'all check out these folks. Again, there's some good people in the government that's doing things, and there's some crooked folks. There's some crooked. And, you know, and one thing I'm finding out and running for president, it's amazing. When we talk about free speech, I guess what they're saying is, you know, and we see it all the time. So really it's free speech, I guess, if you're rich or if you're white. Because it's amazing. Senator Graham and even Donald Trump have talked about killing people. Senator Graham talked about killing Ted Cruz in the what did he say in the Senate, and then Donald Trump talked about killing somebody in the street, and everybody just laughed it off and thought it was so funny and just. But then we hear reports all the time of people saying certain things online or doing something, and then it's taken seriously. One guy got sent back to his country because they took the threat that he put towards Donald Trump seriously, and then other people that said things. So I'm learning I don't really say anything outlandish, but I do speak the truth, and again, even though it's the truth, it's again goes back to who they pick and choose to allow to have freedom of speech. And so again, we see it must be the rich, because Senator Graham and Donald Trump talk about killing folks, and it's okay. It must be the white, because both of them are white, and they ain't talking about killing folks. Ain't nobody went today. If I was Ted Cruz, I would have pressed some charges. This man on here cracking jokes about killing me. I didn't really find that funny when they were talking about that. But so you got to watch what you say, so, a lot of times that's where you hear me really clarifying myself, because I'm black and I'm a female. And a lot of times, as we see with Black Lives Matters and other races and the poor, that when we're speaking the truth, and when we're not even talking about killing people, we just speaking the truth on the situations that are going on, and all of a sudden you start getting surveillance on you, you start getting spied on you, just all kind of crazy stuff, So, and I'm not saying this stuff particularly has happened to me, but it's what I've seen happen to others, and that I just know, to be cautious and safety. And even when now here I am running for president, but because I have picked Bernie Sanders as my vice president, some of the events as he's been, out here I've went to in support, in the sense of you being my vice president, because I still believe I make a better president. Yes, I think you all need to vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker, for United States of America president. But so one particular one I went to, because now he has what they call it, Secret Service with him, Now, when I went to one event, that was Revolt TV, they were cool and nice, Anybody knows me, I keep my little, bag stuff with me, and I'm having information because I'm a note taker and I do stuff, and they politely take my bag and everything, Because of course you all know I am not a violent person. I'm a kind person, but I keep it real, and I'm stern and assertive on issues and, what needs to be done to help people, because I believe in helping people, and I believe in pushing these policies to help people, and I believe that we can do it. So that's one thing I can say that, I do like Bernie, on that, so that one went smooth. Now, I know I went to Jimmy Kimmel and I was outside of there, in Secret Service. So now here I am. I'm just, because I left one event, so I'm just standing there because I actually had at first. The thing had put me like on a wait list, and then it went back and something clicked off, but the guy told me just to wait till people came up and just sing, because if there's room, you can still get in, because Bernie Sanders was going to be at the Jimmy Kimmel show. So I noticed now I'm standing there, and the Secret Service guy comes, so I'm, just friendly speaking, and I told him that I'd seen some of the Secret Service, it was really nice, and I noticed that they started treating me negative, and I'm just sitting here like, because I ain't done nothing wrong. Now, and this is where you see the racism and discrimination, and actually these officers, these Secret Service guys were black. They were black, or I think the other one was black, or he wasn't white. I know that one. I know one for sure was black. The other one, he was light-skinned black or something, but he wasn't black, white. So, but I seen it, and I know, so I'm like, wow, I just didn't like the treatment. I didn't even throw out that, hey, you know what, I'm running for president, and you just may be protecting me one day. I didn't throw that, because y'all know I'm not like boastful in the sense of that. Sometimes, again, for my safety, a lot of times, when I'm going places and doing certain things, I do watch conversations that I have and certain things that I do, because I don't have a full security, around me. And I notice, some people, when they do know that you're running for president, or you're talking about, they can really get ugly and mean with you, as if they're mad, and actually start mistreating you, which is discrimination. Because part of discrimination talks about that you cannot discriminate against people because of their political ideology, So regardless if you like that I'm running for president, regardless that you don't agree that I'm running for president, you still don't have the right to mistreat me and discriminate against me. So, but again, sometimes, y'all know I tend to roll, just me, not afraid, don't get me wrong, because God, name of Jesus, keep angel protection around me, you know what I'm saying? If you ever get to a point, of that, I will be calling up the Secret Service to protect me, because I am a legal presidential candidate of the United States of America. Google FEC.gov, you see my name on the list, Michelle Hope Walker, but, I haven't felt the need to do that, but anyway, so here we got these Secret Service, supposed to be, I guess, our highest security in a sense, mistreat me, the president candidate, and I'm just like, it was just an attitude, and this, how we talk about the policing and blacks, so acting like I was a threat, and I was just standing there in line. I was one of the ones who was just standing there first, and then I noticed, even because it came a point that some of us didn't get in, but we just still stood out there because we didn't know maybe Bernie might come and walk up and down Hollywood Boulevard like he'd done before. So I noticed it was these white people standing right in front of the door, and no one was really saying anything. So we were standing off to the side, some of the couples, and then we decided to come around. I know as soon as I came around, the same Secret Service agent that sort of had been harassing by just like standing around. I'm not doing anything harmful. I'm not saying anything harmful. Because really, when I just spoke and I start sensing, that he's been, negative. And then I'm like, nobody's out here. Why are two Secret Service standing right here by me? I'm not even on their area. What is, but, again, I stayed prayed up. But I don't know if that's supposed to be intimidation towards me or what. I don't know, but I really felt uncomfortable in a sense, the more I thought about it later. And then seeing how when the white people were standing out there, they didn't do it, they wasn't even coming out. But then whenever I went over there just to look, and I'm like, I didn't like that. And again, I don't put that on all the Secret Service because I had met somebody, like I said, they were nice, they're friendly. They did their job now because we need Secret Service to do their job. And they were doing their job, the ones I met earlier, But they had a good customer service about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure if somebody was doing something wrong, they would have did what they need to do. And we want the Secret Service to do that, because we depend on them for protection as presidential candidates and, other people, the president in different places, different folks that will have Secret Service protection. So that was just interesting. I'm like, well, goodness, if I do need security, I don't even know if I want to have Secret Service. They might be the one to kill me. I was like, just a taste of those secrets. And then again, they are the same race. That's what I said, we have to pray. So white people, no, we're not just getting on y'all when we get talking about racism. We are also talking about our own race, blacks. We are also talking about other races, that discriminate against their own race and different things like that. It's just amazing. But again, a lot of times it goes back to how that black male perceives black women, because again, a lot of times on the, hierarchy or whatever that people may have in their mind, or they have been brainwashed to believe, a lot of times us black women tend to be at the bottom of it, and even our black males will treat us like that. If it was a white woman, they'd be ready to protect her like I don't know what, but if it was a white woman, you're a black woman, what you doing? I'm not doing nothing, so I didn't feel comfortable with that, and again, for others too, you ever get in that position again, always looking at names and badges and videotaping and recording. So just in case you ever want to write it up and feel comfortable to write it up, again, being a black person in America, we deal with challenges every day. So we just writing up everything. That's all we would do all day is write up stuff. So, you have to stay prayed up and just let some stuff go, and then some stuff you're like, okay, no, I need to, write folks, about this one and speak up about this one, and my thing is speaking up all the time too, because I'm concerned about the other people as well. Who else have they done this to? Person not doing anything, and they just want, I guess, intimidate them by, just coming up close to them and saying, it's just, and so I thought that was interesting, very interesting. So also know you two Secret Service ones, if I become president, y'all jobs are in question. But anyway, so election is coming up. Election. June 7th, election is coming up. So we have, let's see, I got all different information. We got Virgin Islands, Guam, Puerto Rico, Washington, D.C., California, New Jersey, New Mexico, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota. Hallelujah. I need y'all all to write my name on your ballot. Yes, I am the best candidate, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. And again, I'm the president for everybody. Like I said, I just mentioned the, no, black women. And basically only one black president and no women on here at all. It's just to point out something. We do have to watch that. Because why is it okay that as long as we're talking about somebody white being in leadership, it's okay. But then we start talking about somebody black being in leadership. I mean, look how they did Ben Carson. That didn't last at all. It's like they don't even want to promote me or any other black candidate that's running. They don't let you know we running. That's just so much on how they want to go back to business as usual. All white males, or all white at least, because we got Hillary and we got Trump and we got Bernie who they promoting. Someone been in bless Bernie Hart. He had to pull and fight for every little promotion he getting. And so, and if you think it's bad for Bernie, well, oh my gosh, it's been very challenging for me, but you know what? It's okay. And that's what this series is about. It's where I talk about the ups and downs and running for president and the challenges. But you know what? Y'all know I've kept it going. But as y'all go to the polls, I need y'all to write my name on your ballot. Write Michelle Hope Walker. 3 names. Michelle Hope Walker. And then it should be a space where you can write U.S. President. Now, don't vote for one of the other candidates and write my name. No, it had to be the either or. So you need to write my name and don't vote for none of the other ones. Just for me, for United States President, Michelle Hope Walker. So take you a pen. Don't go thinking you're going to be asking for a pen. Because again, a lot of places you go, they're going to try and tell you, you can't write her name on there. Yes, you can. You have a right. Exercise your right. You paying for them to be there to do the whole election process. Speak up, folks. That's why this, throughout this election, I have had to empower folks, empower the electorate to remind them of the power that they have. You have the power to vote for who you want to vote for. Don't let them put, a selective few on the ballot and say, this is only who you can vote for. Because the thing is rigged. Yes, Trump talked about it, but yes, it is rigged. It's rigged on how you get on. They have these hurdles and hoops of, that's challenging to get on. And then through the primary, since I'm running as an independent, they really hadn't let me on in a lot of the states. Anyway, and yes, as an independent for president, which that's me, Michelle Hope Walker, I'm a Democrat, but I decided to run as an independent for president, so I didn't want to deal with the corrupt political bosses, as you see Bernie has had to deal with. And so, yes, I go all the way to November 8th, 2016. But at the same time, right now in this primary, I need you to still vote for me. I need you to vote for me to show them, no, you're not going to act like Michelle Hope Walker don't exist, because she do. And she's standing up for justice. She's standing up for health and homes for all and food for all and quality education for all and training and all. Yeah, she's standing up for this. And also, y'all watched it that they have taken off the race issue. Watch that. Watch it. I don't talk so fast. It means watch it. That they're taking off the race issue. I know they don't even discuss that no more. And those of us of color know that we deal with challenges just from our color dating. Now again, in the name of Jesus, because y'all know I'm a Christian, so can't nobody stop. No weapon formed against us can stop us from doing what God got for us. But still, the different discriminatory and racial things that we have to deal with each day make it challenging. And so we can stand up for our rights and make sure that we advocate against, these challenges, meaning we speak up and we say, no, this is not right, that a person's being mistreated just because of what they look like, just because they are of color. Even in the ape thing with the kid in the ape, I believe that kid is of color. They act like they don't hardly want to show us, don't want to show the parent, but maybe they're doing that too to, cover the parent, because I'm trying to figure out animal rights people, and they talking about suing the parent. Are you for real? Now, if a white kid would have accidentally fell inside of that ape thing, them animal rights people wouldn't be coming out. I feel like they would have saved the boy quicker than what they did. I don't know if the boy black or Latino, but I don't believe he white. He didn't look like he had no white hair. But, again, our hair all can be different, because y'all see mine, I mix all kinds of stuff. But And again, I point just even that out to let y'all know race is real. And race is the number one issue. It's one of the number one issues in America. It's why a lot of people are poor. It's why a lot of people are homeless. Because a lot of times people pick and choose. A lot of times black is chosen last. It's not right. When we talk about injustice, like I just told you with Secret Service. Now here I am, even before I opened my mouth, they was all up on me. It's just like, so... like I said, even when I tell people I'm running for president, they don't even know all my background, my education. I've been involved with politics 20 plus years and all that. But, they just look. And so, whenever somebody is judging you based on look, well, then what they're looking at, what do they see? Well, they see a black woman. And then some may look like, oh, you don't have as much money as I would think you would have, So it's a race, class, gender issue. All just off a look, And that's wrong. That's wrong. So many people get arrested for just simple stuff like that. Because they don't run around arresting rich people. They just don't do it. And it's real. And then I hear people talk about it, but then nobody brings policy sometimes to make sure that we correct it. Or if they do bring policy sometime to correct it, then they still put little things in. Like right now, it's a thing going through about the bails. That you should not have to pay. You should not have to stay in jail if you don't have the money for bail. And some people saying, oh, well, some people should. No, I don't think nobody should. If you don't have the money, you should be, because you are not considered guilty until you go to the court of law and they say you're guilty. You should not have to sit in jail until a court date. And then we know how the justice system and court dates can be backloaded. No. And they shouldn't be putting your bail fee so high that you would never get out. You don't even begin to have the money to pay for that. But, okay, I'm trying to keep this video under 30 minutes. Also, roots. That's been a thing that people have been talking about. But again, I know some people like Nick Cannon have talked about, well, they need to show more black kings. So, yeah, they do. They need to. Because matter of fact, even when you look at queens, we queens, black women were warriors, stood strong. We were the leaders as well. Black women, don't let them discredit us on that. We've been queens and the leaders and warriors standing up, protecting our countries. Yeah, they don't like to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? But, so, yeah. And Snoop is talking about, we'll show again some more positive stuff. But I do understand the part of the roots because, in the sense of if the goal is to, again, help us to see why people see things the way they do now. Like when you hear me talk about Bill Clinton and his black child, Danny Williams, where slavery days, white men slept with black women and did not want to claim their kids. And that's where I talk about, to me, that's where that is a public issue. Because the thing is, okay, Bill and Hillary's marriage not perfect, hadn't always been perfect, whatever. I'm just saying claim your child, because the child, Danny Williams, and how many other children is, that's not their fault. Still claim your kids. That's all I have been saying. Even the relations that black people have with each other. Because remember, you had the house black people. And then you had the people that were in the field. And there's friction between that. You had where they used black males to breed. So when you look at that, I want you to be thinking about, how this plays into, today. Black people used to couldn't even look a white person in the eye. It was considered disrespectful. Anything could have been done to a black person. They didn't even care. Sort of like today. Some things don't change. But anyway, now y'all know I'm a personality, comedian, and all that. But I do tell the truth. I do tell the truth. As they say in church, tell the truth, shame the devil, and tell the truth. Now, some people might not want to hear the truth. What's the movie? Y'all can't handle the truth. People say, tell me the truth. You can't handle the truth. But anyway, so let me close out before we get to 30 minutes. So you have been watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. And today is June 2nd, 2016, Thursday. So please continue to watch the series. Vote for me. Vote for Michelle Hope Walker. Hopefully this will post before June 7th. And God is good. And pray for me. Christians, hey, y'all stand up. Y'all Christians, let's get up in here. We got to do it. All you all, let's stand up, vote me in. Y'all know I'm for everybody. Watch all the past videos because I can't put everything in one video. But that's why I got a lot of videos. You can go on and click them on and watch and see points of views and different things I'm talking about. Okay, so again, vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker, for United States President of America. Okay, God bless.